Okay, welcome back. I'm pt.42. Welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. We're carrying on right where we were going to see our friend up over here. There he is. The Liege. I found it. Members Agitator-in-Chief. Let's go down to business. I am interested in your wares. What has he got? We're level 2 at the moment. The Kabbalist Commission. Precise bolter? A fusion gun. Outcast visor. A Psyker's breastplate. Ooh, calibrated heavy stub gun. Targeting visor. Eldari. Oh, that'll be useful. There's a few things here, so let's hide untradeable. Shall we? Xeno artifact. Shall we? Shall we? That'll get us up to level 3. Easily. Provisions. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Xeno artifacts. Right, so we're halfway up level 3 now. Got our stuff. Okay, we don't quite have enough profit ability in order to get any further here, so let's leave. We're going to head back to the dock, and we're going to go see.
I always keep my options open.
I'm going to go to the docks, and we're going to go see the Mechanicus trader. See if he's got anything worth trading. We need to get to our Forge World. That's the other thing we need to do, because I get the feeling that's where we're going to start getting things from. Because we can. There's loot we cannot get to. Never did figure this one out. Okay. So how does one?
Is there money to be made?
Can I not climb the ladder? Well, that sucks. Okay, Opticom. Right, so we're level 15 with the Explorers. This is good. Power. Okay. Will to live. Webcam. No, I don't think we need any of that at the minute. I don't think we need to push that up, so we'll hold on to what we've got for the moment. Back to the ship. Back to the Cronus Expanse. Okay. Out we go. More. To the Imperium we could go. Is there anything this way? So at the moment it is very, very, very dangerous. Right. Let's just keep hopping around for the minute. During the warp voyage, the Navigator Center reported there are warp reefs right on the ship's course. Fragments of the sea salts given material form. Navigator went to steer ship past the dangerous regional risk and approach the reef. Following the Lord Captain's orders and Navigator's instructions, the voyage approaches the reef and passed the shark formation without brushing a single one. No one on board noticed anything in particular, but it became a momentous event for the Navigator, who gained special understanding of warp. Ooh. Nice! Right, we're going to bring this down to safe. Then we're going to warp travel down to here. Chart new routes from here. And we're going to visit. There's Eldari survivors here, apparently. Remnants of a space battle. A violent battle is unfolding before the Road Trader's eyes. Patrol ships from the trawler fleet are tearing apart two small Eldari vessels. Once they are finished with them, the voyage ships give chase to the third already damaged vessel, clearly in the intention of destroying it as well. Seeing the last ship impending death, Yoda calls out to Lord Captain, the voice trembling slightly, ordering them to hold the battle. The Voxmaster relays the Lord Captain's demand to stop the battle and soon returns with a reply. According to the caller ships, a group of Xenos are malignant, malicious criminals are guilty of raiding the ship's planets, robbing merchant vessels. Instead, cordless void ships are intent on performing their duty before the Emperor and exterminating the Xenos. Yoda suddenly watches you chase through the stained glass window of the captain's ship. She grimly concedes that no crime should go unpunished, except her Kinhar were flying transport ships. It would have been improbable for them to rob a ship, let alone a planetary raid. Despite the presence of some weaponry on the Xenos, it's more like triple cargo. Ask for proof. The patrol captain reluctantly admits that there is no conclusive proof. It's sometimes unwilling to engage no battle against the flagship foreign dynasty, the patrol reluctantly leaves its prey and retreats to the edge of the system. Meanwhile, the wounded Xenos ship is rapidly distancing itself from the recent battlefield, attempting to hide in the shadows of the nearest world. Every attempt to contact it met with frustration, and the Voxmaster reports the vessel is in deplorable condition. Who knows how much more xenotechnology can endure before the happens. The Eldari are too scared and resentful of the monkey. No. Okay. Oh dear. We tried. So unknown ships, probably Drukhari up here. Video member the Orca is a small Xena vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered, shows no signs. Send out a boarding shuttle. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Eldari corpses. No weapons are found, and dead Xenos, judged by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste. Many of the crew of a now defunct ship. The Xenos unit claims to have recognised from the symbols on the dead Eldari's clothes they were civilian refugees from the craft world Krudak. Okay, scan up. See what we got. Nothing. Those look like Drukhari ships. Oh, planets devoid of even the most primitive forms of life. However, the crew made a quite strange discovery. A mirror lying right inside of a huge crater. A completely ordinary mirror in a frame. The mirror now hangs in the wall of one of the compartments. It looks completely normal. However, only an hour after survival, the Voxmaster reports the shuttle crew delivered the mirror have disappeared. The people who hung them have also disappeared. Ooh. The team sent to destroy the mirror stopped responding immediately the moment they entered the compartment. Team sent to destroy the mirror stopped responding in a moment. Okay, blow up the whole compartment. Failed. The tech priest mournfully set to work breaching the machine spirit for forgiveness after his target explosions, depressurization. There we go. So we've got rid of the mirror. That is the important thing. And we're going to repair our ship because we can't really go into battle with over 100 damage. That mirror was a bad idea. We should have just left the mirror where the hell it was.
I can see crimson lights in the void.
Okay. Hello there. Okay, so we are going to deploy our torpedo. We're then going to turn in. Right, we're going to shuffle across one.
Fire at will.
Move forward one. Shoot it from the dorsal.
Coordinates set.
And starboard shots.
Macro cannon, open fire.
There we go. They really don't like my torpedoes, do they? Okay.
Make every shot count.
Right, then we can do a quick swing.
Engage the engines. Fire at will.
Mortal turret.
Pulley.
No escape pods detected. No emergency beacon detected.
Torpedoes
No
away.
survivors detected.
All hands prepare for acceleration.
Okay, so we've got one enemy left. Okay. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to take control of our torpedoes. We're going to swing them around. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to swing around.
Take us in. Coordinates set. With the force of a supernova.
Deploy more torpedo.
The void saw them out.
Lance. Torpedo come around. Torpedo go there.
The void may be harsh,
Kabloom.
but we're harsher.
That worked. Don't really think they even got through my shields that time. Right, we'll carry on with what we were doing now. Which is scanning this thing. More plasteel. So we've got 7 So we're gaining 30. Gaining 3. So that's 33. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43. Nope, I'm going backwards here, aren't I? Never mind. Right, but we're getting lost. Profit factor 36. We're doing okay. Right, out we go. Okay. Kiva Gamma. That's where we need to go. Tell you what, though, we will head to here first. Nothing here. Okay, nothing here, but there is a back way round to Kiva Gamma. What have we got here? Promethium. I'm making a little bit of Promethium, so that's not too bad. That looks like a hive world. It is. The Sentinel's pride hives are oozing noxious haze veins with sulphurous streaks. The Promethean fumes from the gigantic drilling cauldrons located beyond the temperate shields. Vast endless deadlands littered with spots of Promethean stations and refineries separate the colossi of Rockcrete and Adamantine with its crown of gargantuan spires. The heat of this star system's stars turn this world to boiling but lucrative gland within the body of the House Corda Protectorate. Sometimes more impressive, the grotesque grandeur of this place or its extreme toxicity. Lovely place. This ice. Adamantine. Which is something we are making a little bit of. Right. Back we go. Okay, we'll travel across there. Right, why? Dargonis. Okay, so we need to head to Dargonis. Where is Dargonis? Burning World. Felstone. No, not that one. Janus. Not that one. Dargonis. That one over there. Okay. Let's make this a bit easier. We'll travel back to Dargonis. All the way back to... A feud is broken out between two admirals of the Imperial Navy, having already led armed skirmishes and even outright battles. Calling to attention, he once did have for House Valentius, one of the admirals has appealed to road trader for support. You have appreciated his assistance, which has exceeded his very expectation. Our ships will watch over the colony. Nice. So now we have an admiral keeping an eye on us. I'm not sure whether I like that. Well, actually, it should be alright. It is Imperial Navy, so... should be alright. And now we bounce back across to Kiva Gamma. All the way over to Kiva Gamma. Chart any routes from here. No routes, that's fine. So now we visit Kiva Gamma. Lord Captain, according to telemetry in the system of Kiava, the main industrial world of the Von Valencius dynasty, however, our transport attempts to contact Governor Capac have been unsuccessful. But wait, Lord Captain, a new report, Kiava sending request to exchange data should be accepted. Reply with our own request. As you wish. Lord Captain reporting the manufacturer is ignoring all our requests and continue to send it its own. The longer we do not accept their message, the stronger more persistent it will become. I've never seen anything like this. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartment Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the void ship. Oh. The void ship's bridge. Sounds of working cogitators and the officer's footsteps. The everyday scene is being interrupted by ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. In the dim glow of candles, emergency lights, one of the officers in frame cries out. Another falls to her knees, clutching her head. Over the beeping boxes, shouts can be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We've lost contact with the compartment. One of the bridge officers turns to the phone. Lord Captain, Vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond acceptation. Stop the incoming Vox transmissions at all costs. Proceed. A team of data experts gets to work. Data tethers are inserted into sockets as they connect to the cogitators. One of the Vox clerks leans over the console. Another is writing something on a piece of parchment, but then she bursts into maniacal laughter, stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another scream. A tech priest who is mid-prayer tears himself to pieces with his mechadendrites. More and more lunatics mutate themselves and lunging at others. Portion of a pitch recording damaged after conflict with unknown object. An enforcer shoves a rabid servitor away from the captain as he... The image of the picture is fuzzy, nothing but glimpses of people shouting, racket, and the Lord Captain's orders. Within minutes, the crazed crew members are either dead or bound and unconscious, and officers clustered by around the Lord Captain are barely breathing but unharmed. Scrap code. The voice belongs to the on-deck engineer who has turned to Lord Captain. We are being attacked for scrap code, a tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint, and it's now running through the ship's veins on the side preservers. The void-born officer appears before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is that's attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there's a terminal for an isolated system might be unaffected. Loud pop. The pipes over the officer's head burst and blast hot air flings the void-born away from the Lord Captain. His body slamming straight through the cogitator panel. The pit frame spins uncontrollably. The servo skull was jolted by the gust. The pit recorder fogs over and a voice picking up on the crackling of electricity gas on the bridge. A due attendant shouts, instantly doubles over. Give the order. The road trader personally oversees evacuation. Bring plasma cutters. Get the wounded to the exit. The officer repeats his orders. When the servo skulls following the road trader reaches the door, they fall to the plasma cutters and crumble outwards. The road trader is the last to leave the bridge. Leaning on a support beam, the road trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. Then he straightens, smooths his uniform, and heads towards the goal unknown to him. The servo skull follows. The atrium is in a state of panic. Silhouettes skitter around the dark hall, illuminated only by flickering emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone's feverish words of prayer can be heard. Having lost all communication, the beheaded ship is wreathing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officer. The panel of the isolated terminal is riddled with cracks and bloodstains. On the floor by the terminal, Tech Priest is lying in a heap with his head smashed and his technical liquids mixed with blood oozing out of his pores. Let's restore this damn terminal. The rogue trader rips the power key off the Tech Priest's mechadendrite and opens the cover on the terminal. Sparks fly in his face, but he's confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clanging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring that the system is restored, the Lord Captain brings up the required data on the screens. The maintenance bay is sending out hundreds of desperate distress calls that have gone unanswered up till now. When the machines went out of control and started turning people insane, others driven by some hateful paranoid logic started butchering the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Tech Priests have sustained heavy losses, but the remains of the cult are still holding the line. Out of everything that's happening on the ship, the situation in maintenance bay is the direst. The Lord Captain knows where help is needed most. He decides to head to the maintenance bay himself. The road trader arrives not a moment too soon. The crew find out their wits are already concerned about the priests of the Omniss are about to execute them. The Lord Captain stands between the angry mob and the Tech Priests, his sheer presence already giving the crowd pause. Harshly cutting off any objections from the crew, the rogue trader orders the officers he gathered on the way to escort the mutineers out and sets up a guard post by the bay, where the Tech Priests begin to offer desperate prayers to the crippled machine spirits. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis is past, and wounded and crippled, the ship is nonetheless returned to normal operation. Life on the bridge is bustling as ever. Even though the people are surrounded by destruction, the senior officers have the situation under control and the people organised. The emergency crew have already finished repairing the pipes. The technomats are setting up cogitators and consoles, and the healers are bagging up what few corpses there are and examining the wounded. By the Vox station, the road trader runs into the Vox Master. Praise the Emperor, you're in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comms channels. Soon all the Vox classes will be fully operational. Another man appears in the pick frame, a junior officer completely out of breath carrying a heap of scrolls. The Voxmaster nods at him. Ah, here are the ports, Lord Captain. If you're safe able to return to your station, I'll come to give you a rundown of the state of affairs. End the pick recording. Whew. The situation will be under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequence of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We may even be able to conduct a warp jump if you feel we should leave the system. Allow me to bring you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge suffered only minor losses. The reports mention only a few casualties that have already been replaced. Kiava Gamma was silent after transmitting a harmful signal. I refrained from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we've exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can only be turned by closing the distance or even sending an away party to the surface. Time has come to remind you of our agreement. I must be present in your entourage during your expedition. I am counting on your cooperation. The crew are waiting further instructions. And we have unknown ships. Chaos by the looks of it. Nothing on the Ash World. And nothing here. Oh. Dwarf planet marked by the Bombalensius Protectorate as Atoll and serves as a backup for water for habitable planets. Due to abundant bacteria proliferating the Atoll hydrosphere, the extraction device was stopped half a century ago. Much to your officer's surprise, the Org detected an unidentified mining rig deep underground. Presumably its excavation is aimed at extracting clay minerals near the planet's core. Contact the extractor Vox station. The extractor turns out to be Incendia Chorner's latest investment, whose demonstrated is located within a few jumps from the Canuck system. While this world is a little vague to Von Blasius dynasty, your officers see the suggestion to test the boundaries of the newly minted road traders in Unity. Alright, Seneschal considers this act unsuccessful and insists on confiscating and rebasing this extractorium. Nice. Now we have an extractorium. And what we're going to do, we're going to leave that there just for the minute. So again, thanks for your time and for the minute. I've been Cappadocia. Signing off.